Welcome back everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 2022 BMW M5 CS. This now has 1,270 horsepower, 901 pounds-feet of torque from a 3.4 litre turbocharged inline 6 engine. The car itself now weighs 3,228 pounds, still has its all-wheel drive system, and it can only 0 to 16 2.027 seconds. And 0 to 104.050 seconds. So acceleration wise it's pretty damn sharpish, but it does still weigh a fair decent amount, while it's obviously still quite a large saloon car. In terms of other BMWs we've had on this series, well, the slowest we've had has been the 325i Formula Drift version, with the likes of the BMW, the 850 CSI being the second slowest at 273 miles an hour. So if we can come close to that one while beating that 325i, which managed 268, then we will be doing alright. But considering the size of this, I'm not expecting it to be particularly fast, and at the end of the day it's also had some aerodynamic tweaks over, say, the standard M5 to make it better in terms of handling. So although I can't fully change that, I have been able to at least remove the rear spoiler to help with, you know, reducing the drag on the car. So yeah, but nonetheless, let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, obviously the engine is smaller than what we had originally, because it originally had a V8, but certainly packs more of a punch than that engine can be upgraded to, as yeah, you can only upgrade that V8 up until about 900 horsepower. So obviously we have 370 more than that, which is definitely vital. So that's 250. 60, and there's 269, so we're not going to be the slowest BMW that we've ever had on this series at the very least. We are struggling to gain any more speed. Now, an issue I find with cars on this game when it comes to upgrading is cars that come with all-wheel drive standard are a lot more difficult to, you know, tune the gearing of and such to make the most of what power they have. Not sure why that is the case, but regardless, we've only barely just hit 270 at one point. Now we will gain speed down this downhill section, but gravity is not our engine, so it's not something we're going to count, but it is still interesting. There's 273 briefly, and we start to scrub that off now. Holding 270 though. Yep, 270 is all she wrote, unfortunately, which means this is even slower than the older Mercedes-Benz E-Class AMG wagon that we had in the last episode, which is a bit of a surprise given this is obviously far newer. And yeah, that means we're also 3 miles an hour behind the even older BMW 850 CSI by 3 miles an hour, but we are quicker than the 325i Formula Drift by 2 miles an hour. But we're also slower than the competition versions of the M8, M3 and M4 from BMW. And yeah, we are 11 miles an hour behind the older M3 GTS, which, yeah, so a lot of cars that are older than us are actually quicker than we are, unfortunately. But still, 270 miles an hour means we match the likes of a Lamborghini Essenza's SUV12, Hennessy Camaro Exorcist, a Lamborghini Huracan STO, an Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione, but we are slightly slower than a Ferrari Monza SP2, Jaguar XJ13 and a Nissan GT-R Nismo, but we are quicker than a 2023 Porsche 911 GT3R, a Audi RS e-tron GT, Toyota GR86 and a Pagani Huayra R. So quicker than some serious competition there, but also slower than some lesser competition as well. So yeah, which is a bit of a shame, really, because I do quite like this car, even though obviously it's only tweaked here and there over its standard version. It is still a really rather fantastic car to drive, but when it comes to upgrading it fully for this series, it's a little less spectacular, unfortunately. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.